Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, She's 40 but still thinks the right man is coming. Let's get right into it.
This message is for my husband. Honey, please come on. I'm outside and I'm getting tired of being out here. It's weird out here. You need to come on and find me so that we both can go inside. This man with skinny legs and parrot-toe feet just trying to talk to me. And he was bald head. Nothing against bald head men. Love y'all. Honey, please come on. It's weird. It's getting really weird out here. And you leaving me out here unprotected. Please. We have to talk about this later too, because you've been taking your precious time. We have to discuss that. I don't like that. Please come on. Come on.
Where y'all be meeting the man at, bro? I live in Louisville, Kentucky. Alright? If it was something here for me, I would have seen it by now. It ain't nothing in Kentucky, bro. I'm not trying to meet you at the club. I don't know how much is gonna come from it. Okay? So what? Where do I go? There's nowhere to go in Kentucky. Go to a restaurant and hope that you're in there? Or I could go to church, but the churchgoers ain't much better, to be honest. Just because I find you in the church don't mean you're going to do me any better than anybody I met anywhere else. So, I swear Houston got them all. Texas, I'm sure you could walk out your front door and it's going to be like 10 or something out there for you. Like, I work in social work. I work in offices where it's all old people and women at that. I don't be around young men my age or men that I'm attracted to. Do I have to I need to go what? Do I need to go hang out at the parks? What I need to start going to like the basketball court? What I need to go, do y'all be like at some special market, not Kroger? Like, where y'all be?
If you want a man.
Here's the funny part about this, right? And shout out to these women who make these ridiculous videos online and expect men like me not to criticize it. Come on now. Come on now. First lady said, it's weird out here. It's weird out here. She's talking to her imaginary husband. Slow down, baby girl. Why are you talking to a camera to an imaginary husband? Talking about it's weird, come get you. Ain't nobody coming for you, baby. Ain't nobody coming for you. I find it weird. You're talking to an imaginary husband, expecting to attract a husband. It ain't gonna work. I don't know who's gonna tell you. Who's gonna tell her? It ain't gonna work. Now, as far as this lady that's on the screen right now talking about where do attractive, wholesome men be? There's none in Kentucky because there's just no attractive men in Kentucky. Oh no, she's just too attractive for everybody in Kentucky. Do you hear the ego? Do you hear the narcissism? She inflated her own value. Her self-estimation of herself is too high. The funny part about this is women try to figure out how come you've never dated this man that you so-called feel like you are designed for, that you feel like you're qualified for. Let me give you some insight why you've never dated him before. Because you've never been that woman that he would choose. You've never been the woman that the man that you want would choose. Never. How do I know? Because you've not been chosen by him. This idea that you got to go up and about and around looking for the man is ridiculous. Men are like success when it comes to women. You just attract it. And if you haven't attracted, you're not going to attract it. I got bad news for you. I'm sorry. But also, I want to give a shout out to all my fellas that downloaded my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. We're over 150 downloads. I really appreciate you guys. You guys can get it right now. Check the link below.
If you want a man, a hardworking man, go to Home Depot or Lowe's. So I work at Home Depot part-time, and when I say the men be in here, and they be fishing too. They be electricians, plumbers. Like, girl, I'm telling you, just put on something cute and go in there. You don't even have to buy anything. Just go in there and make sure you look cute. I promise somebody is gonna try to get at you.
This woman might as well be talking to herself, because American women are not going to do this unless that man is in a club or a bar, restaurant. Some of these ladies will try it, but the majority of women, they're not going to go to Home Depot. They're not going to do it because they are too prideful to do this.
If you plan on moving to ATL, make sure you bring your own man with you. For any woman that likes men, make sure you bring your own man with you. I'm letting you know that in Atlanta, the men is scarce. So if you come here, you think you're looking for a relationship, this is not the place to come to. I'm letting you know this. This is Black Hollywood. Most men are into themselves. Okay? Everybody thinks they're a celebrity. Everybody. 95% of the men are gay. And 50% of those are married. And the other ones, the rest that's left, they know that it's 30 women to every one man. So they use that to their advantage. And the women that do have men, they're so territorial over those men that if you even, hey, speak back to them, they are ready to, I'm talking about, charge at you. Like, it's crazy up here. And the people that's from Atlanta will say, oh, no, well, that's not true. I'm telling you, I've been here for 3 years. Atlanta is the one place that you'll come and you'll find a whole slew of successful, beautiful black women that's single, millionaires, got money, beautiful businesses, single. You know why? There are no men here in Atlanta for the women.
It's so interesting to me. She's talking about how they're beautiful and they're millionaires, while she has these bat wings above her eyes. Isn't that ridiculous? Women, y'all need to understand that men, we value youth over income. Y'all keep flexing how much money you got. We don't care about that. If you are a millionaire, but you've aged out of motherhood, you've aged out of the dating market. I'm sorry to tell you, a lot of women think somebody want their old rich ass. We don't want your old rich ass. I'd rather take a young girl who's broke, full of attraction, right? Beautiful, feminine, knows how to cooperate, and her disposition is to get along with a man. A lot of you women, y'all disposition is to argue, be combative, and be contrarian to a man. Y'all want power in a relationship when you should be searching for polarity. Yeah, you should be searching for polarity because you should be feminine. You ought to be feminine, and you should be looking for your masculine counterpart. But you guys, y'all want power so goddamn much, you don't realize the only person that you can actually bond with and have polarization with is a simp, is a weak man. And when y'all date him, y'all might have fun initially because you feel like you have control. But then you find out he's not ambitious. He does whatever you let him to do. He does whatever he lets you walk all over him. And you find that unattractive. You don't feel like you got a man. It's because you are the man. That's why. So I think it's funny that she's trying to tell people, oh, don't come to Atlanta. There's no men out here. It looks like there's no women out there either. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't like women. Y'all are the men. You say you don't know what a man looks like. It looks like you. Look in the mirror. You're the man. That's why.
So what's your sign?
So I'm looking for someone who's also financially stable and that has to work a 9 to 5 every day to live their life.
You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So
It's just my finances.
It's time for women to take accountability for how terrible the dating pool is. We started taking advice from hoes. Not the old school hoes either that was on Backpage and Craigslist. Hoes that get online showing their full face, their full government is on their page and they're telling whole stories, but they're not telling the whole story. So now women think that they man and they trick are supposed to act the same. Tricks and boyfriends, they supposed to pay rent and buy bags and buy shoes and take you out to eat 4 times a week, and it's never gonna fucking happen. Boyfriends usually ain't got no money. Tricks usually have money because they're emotionally unavailable and probably just terrible people who are only looking for power and control over a woman's body. But y'all want to take advice from these women. Y'all, now look, now men think they can buy pussy. Now when you looking for love, you go on a date, you shocked that the man think he paying for pussy by buying you filet mignon and some risotto. Yeah, we did that. We were a part of the problem. All these BBLs and stuff, y'all don't think that got something to do with how sex work and normal love life have somehow become intermingled and stuck together forever in a way that's irreparable?
And if anything, I just think women today are just easily influenced. A lot of women have been under a spell. And from what I can see on social media, it seems like a lot of women do idolize certain particular groups of women because of the aesthetic of their social media. These women really do give off like they live in that, soft girl life when behind the scenes they are doing some strange things for some change to get those purses and to get those trips. The dating pool is mad crazy out here, and I don't think it can be saved. And let's not even mention how a lot of these ladies listen to women who make music for single women, but these same women behind the scenes have a husband and a family at home.
I had this moment at the skate rink that completely made me understand men and dating. Well, not completely, but one aspect. I was going into the skate rink. There was a man who was far ahead of me, and he saw me rushing, walking through the parking lot, and he stopped, waits a while for me to come across the parking lot, holds the door open for me, and so he let me cut in line ahead of him in line. I decided, you know what? I'm going to do one of these pay it forward moments. I'm going to pay his way in. And he's like, oh shit. He hadn't spoke, nothing. Like, finally says thank you and gives me some weird, just gonna go our separate ways, right? Then, after a few minutes, I notice him again, and he's sitting with some other girl, and he's skating with her. I'm like, damn, I just spent $12 of my hard-earned money for his ass to get into the rink. I need some reciprocation. I was like, I need $12 of something. I don't know what it was. All of a sudden, I'm like, we go together. I felt insulted that I paid $12 and he was skating and having fun with somebody else. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds absolutely crazy. Oh my God, that's how men feel every time they take us on dates and spend their money. Oh my God, I am not accepting any more free meals from men. I'm like, I totally got it. And then now I be seeing him and they be acting like he don't know me. Fool, I spent $12 on you. You know who you are.
The narrative that our elders...
Girl, if you don't go take your crusty ass $12 and shut the hell up. We got men out here spending hundreds of dollars on the first date and a girl just give them a kiss on the cheek. What you talking about? What you talking about? And a lot of these women have aged out of the dating market. They're older and they're demanding. And they think because their last man was trash, they deserve a good man now. Listen, man, life don't reward struggle, baby. It compounds it. It don't reward your struggle. Oh, man, yeah, my last man ain't shit, so, yeah, I deserve a good man now. That ain't how it works. That ain't how life works. And as far as spending money, it's funny to me? Women are so used to taking from men, they have no idea. They have no compassion, no empathy for men until a man takes from them. You have no empathy. You have no idea what it's like to reciprocate because you never did it. She brought up a great point. Women never reciprocate. Never. All they do is expect. All they do is take. All they do is freeload. All they do is use men for free days, not thinking to themselves, what about him? What is he thinking about? That's why men decide this ain't worth it anymore. And the worst part about it is these are women who've aged out of the dating market. Literally, who are valuing and leading with their wallet. Thinking, oh yeah, I got money, I'm stable. Ain't nobody looking for a stable woman that got money unless he wants to be taken care of by you. Please, ladies, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
The narrative that our elders gave us telling black women that when we're young to focus on our career and focus on our education and don't focus on our boys is what's keeping black women single. And this is on the heels of the topic that I've been seeing a lot lately, especially in black women that are 30 plus. That are talking about I wish I would have did differently in my 20s because I was playing around, I was doing nonsense, I was dealing with people that didn't deserve my time, and now I'm 35 and I don't have anybody to share my success with. I don't have anybody to share these degrees with. I don't have anybody to go home to at night. And don't get me wrong, I do think our elders had a point. I think they probably should have specified, don't deal with no knuckleheads. Don't deal with no nonsense. Don't deal with somebody that's not equally yoked or on the same type of time with you. Because I think having a man, though, does not necessarily take away from your career or from your education if you're dealing with the right man. And keep in mind, no other race tells their daughters this. No other race tells their daughters not to get married. No other race tells them that a man will take them away from their future and their career and all the things that are going to happen for them. The numbers talk. We're literally the lowest demographic when it comes to being married. So it shows that you can definitely be married while also being successful. Now, this is not saying that everything that they do is right. Okay, that's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is nobody else tells their daughters this because they see
the beauty and they understand the, what's the word? The word is importance, because they see how important a marriage is when it comes to career elevation, when it comes to societal's, perspective on who you are as a person. Because yes, like, I understand you don't have to be married to be a good person, but it's just our society. And at the end of the day, you can either learn to work with it or continue to work against it. And I think a lot of times Black women, we lean into our education and our resume as a way to kind of approach men, especially when you get to that older demographic of like 30, 35 plus women. I can see the pattern of like those women constantly like, I got this degree, I got this business, I got this car, I got this house, like, where my man at? Why my man not here? Which is a totally valid argument. But I think partially is you have to start earlier. Like, because the thing is, the older you get, the harder it is to find somebody. And we keep seeing this. Like, we know for sure whenever you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, people are starting to get married. People are starting to have children. So those standards that you had when you were 21, you can't really have at 35 because things have changed. People's lives have changed. And at the end of the day, you have to look at your demographic. Once you hit like 30, most of the men that you're going to deal with are going to have at least one child. And if you originally were, I don't want no kids, I ain't doing it, it's going to make it extremely hard for you to find someone. So I definitely don't think that our girls should just be dealing with any old guy, but I do think that we should start instilling like the importance of marriage and like the importance of that union, and like encourage them to find someone that they can really build with, someone that makes sure to nurture them, somebody that encourages them to get their education and start those businesses and do all the endeavors that they want to do while being a wife, while being a mother, if that's what you desire to do, because I know that's not everyone's desire. But I do think that we need to stop telling our daughters to like not focus on men, because the other topic is we don't know how to date. We don't know what to look for. We don't know how to properly, be courted, because all our childhood we're being told no boys, no dates, you can't do this, you can't do that. And it's like, it makes it extremely hard when you're adult and you're trying to navigate dating and you've been told that you can't do something for so long. It makes it really hard. And this is literally straight from the horse's mouth. Like, a lot of the older women that I've talked to, especially my mentors, they're usually in their 30s and their 40s doing very well for themselves. And they're always like, the only thing that I would have did differently is really found somebody that I could build with, because it's hard dating. Like, it's nothing to play with. And they always tell me, like, girl, if you find one now, keep them. Don't let them go, because it's going to get hard. And you rather find somebody that really loves you and appreciates you so y'all can build, and you want to start earlier so like later on this is not a concern for you because you've already started. You've already laid the pavement.
Now, I do think
I think it's funny because so many women don't realize we've been saying this for so long. Men have been repeating themselves, but y'all don't listen. Y'all listen to the hoes. Y'all think that a man got to pay for everything in order to get your attention. He got a trick on you. And you treat yourself like you didn't age out the dating market. You're stuck in this snapshot of yourself being 25 years old with a bunch of options, but now you're 10 years older than that. Now you're 35, acting like you're still 25. You're not. An aging woman cannot compete with a 25-year-old on the dating market. You must understand that. You must understand that. You have your whole life to have a career. Your whole life. If you want a career, fine. You can have a career. You have your whole life to do that. But you have a small portion of your life to get married, to become a mother, and to start a family. A small portion of your life. And what do y'all do? Squander the small portion of your life with something you could do your rest of your life. Makes no sense. And then take the rest of your life trying to do something you had a limited amount of time to do. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you ladies something, and please listen clearly. Dating has an expiration date for women. And the worst part about that is most women don't even recognize their decline. They don't even notice it. They don't realize when they're 35, they're over the hill. They hit the wall. They have no idea. I was recently talking to a girl who's 35 years old. And, I talk to girls just to still understand. I'm still in the dating market. So I'm still in dating apps. I'm not invested into it, but part of my job is to understand what's going on in the dating market from real life experiences. I was talking to a 35-year-old girl. She has her life together. She got money. She got a car. She got a job. Well, she got no car. No car. She lives in New York. No car. She got a job or whatever. And we're supposed to meet up or whatever. We match. I mean, we exchange Instagrams and blah, blah. But what I'm learning about her was she thought because she done leveled up financially, she deserves the best man possible right now. And in my mind, I'm like, you don't understand men. You don't understand. You can't. No man's looking at a 35-year-old woman as the prime, as a woman in her prime. No, we look at a woman who's 35 as a woman in her decline. Because at 35 years old, you only have you have less than 5% of your eggs left. 95% of your eggs are gone. And someone would say, well, you don't need that many percent. Yeah, but you're not in your prime if you're at the latter half, at the last, if you have the 5% less left of your money, you're not in your prime. You only have 5% left. So women, y'all need to understand this. I feel so bad because you've been sold a bag of lies and you bought into it. You bought into it. You fell for it. And now the joke's on you. And the worst part about it is these women feel like they can sit back, be passive because the right man is coming along. He ain't coming. I said this before and I'll say it again. The man that you want, the reason why you've never dated him before is because you've never been the woman that he would choose. You've never been that woman. And now that you're older, you're definitely not that woman. So this idea that your fairy tale ending is going to happen, you're delusional. And by the time you're in your 40s now, what you're going to do, you're going to blame men. You're going to blame men. Oh, there's no men. There's no men. Oh, it's this, it's that. You're going to blame somebody else. You're not going to sit back and say, you know what? Let me take accountability for living a lie. So shout out to this girl for taking accountability, even though it's too late. She's 35 now, so it's going to be really hard for her because the man she really wants could date a woman in her 20s. I'm just saying. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see y'all over there.